Be me, depressed dropout NEET. Not religious but my family does. Family suddenly planned to go to Umrah in Ramadan. Got gaslighted because I declined but decided to join cause my grandpa is chill and I love hanging out with him. Thought I was gonna get smited during Umrah cause of my sins but wait as I accept my fate. Umrah ended up being nothing burger.jpg. Mostly just there to protect Gramps just in case anything went wrong. Got a nagging feeling that a lot of the sacrality of the holy sites are being dissuaded even if you tried to. Visit Seer Cave, Jabal Noor Museum with my Umrah tour group. ahdirgo.jpg. WTF is with 3D projector BS. They really turning sacred sites into becoming religious Disneyland. GTFO earlier with one of Umrah mate complaining about this blatant religious capitalism. Last 2 day before end of Umrah and suddenly having a really weird dream. Got invited by a mysterious figure flying around Mecca. Kinda cool egus.png. We finally lands on a hill. Then, suddenly this figure gave me a warning/message. Anon, you gotta warn the world that the Masjid al-Haram expansion is disarraying its holiness and turning Muslims into worshipping a false god. You gotta stop them before it's too late. WTF. Why me though? First sleep paralysis in years. I guess it's just my subconscious talking, but WTF, does this mean an ends? Here's my sort of paranormal experience. Be me. 1 a.m. Can't sleep. Decide to go for a walk. Go to a local park. Dark as fuck due to limited lamps in the area. Walk around and instantly feel sick. Feel like you got a flu. Disoriented, cold and somewhat fearful for no reason. Go back home. Brush my teeth and try to fall asleep. Fall asleep multiple times but keep being brought back to consciousness. Dream of being in a ring and being punched. Wake up again. Try falling asleep again. See bunch of flashing bright lights and a voice saying I am Allah and something about Jesus. Manage to fall asleep after drinking some water and putting on headphones. Good story. Anon here has another story. Settle down kids, this is a spooky one. Be me. Discover I can commune with what we'd call the gods. Realize they are merely really good at folding out their LARPs with precision. My relationship is as casual as Kingdom Come is letting me make it. Start to get hounded at work by dark forces. Fucking annoying as shit, asking me to shit. Feels like this every day and it's repugnant. A coworker comes up to me and says he knows my trauma. I say thank you, out of habit, because he is being nice and helping me confirm this shit for myself. Accidentally give rise to what I have come to imagine as some sorta ugly and awful mind water orgy, as a few of my co-workers explore this new power. Try to stay out of it as much as possible. Eventually am able to control my mind and clean it out. Realize life is fucking weird, and that X is disturbingly real. Appreciate nothing has changed. Through this I earned the power of complete diffusion. As I vainly like some hyper-aware rich old lady perfect my inner self, I can itch out spirits that aren't me and learn to avoid hooks. Become happier. It gets better and on. Always go that extra mile you're forced to. Be me. Camping with friends. In the woods by a waterfall away from all trails. Make campfire and cozy up for the night. Look up at cliff on other side of the river that looks down at the campsite. Semi-invisible static aliens watching us from above. I said that I'd kick their asses if they came to abduct us. Friends laugh and stare at aliens. Go to sleep. Wake up. Skinwalker deer standing in our campsite. Friend tells me to SHH or we'll scare him. Thecalidentbigboy.jpg. Looked at his hooves under the tarp of the tent. It's walking on 2 hooves. MFW. Be me. 4 days ago. At Woodsy Camp. 9 to 10 p.m., cabin mates are on patch of grass. All of us listening to spooky ghost story. 40 minutes into the story. Friend yells to look up. Everyone looks up. See that a solid line of stars have gone missing. Realize there is 6 in a perfect row. It's rotating. Moving behind tree line. Vanishes. MFW aliens. Paranormal things that happened to you. Nice addition. What unexplained, paranormal things have happened to you that had a positive effect on your life? I'll start. Me, freshman in high school. Typical angsty teen due to hormones, shitty school and abusive family. Grandma passes away, we drive 2 states over to go to her funeral. I feel nothing, emotionally repressed, and my family is mostly assholes at the funeral and brought up old drama. Loved my grandma, though. Don't cry at funeral, don't feel anything. Try to sleep at cousin's house that night, can't sleep. Suddenly feel a presence in the room, I'm terrified. The presence comes closer and I feel a warm, pulsating sensation on my back like a massage. Filled with an overwhelming sense of calm and love. Grandma was a massage therapist. Finally able to cry and process the grief of my grandma's death. Sleep like a baby. Thank you, Grandma. What's yours? I think I have gotten it all figured out, to be honest with you here. God is punishing me because I let devils triumphed. God bestowed upon me his angels to look after them. I went and let the serpent consume them. I also know that there are still time to make amends. I'm just unsure of myself and need to vent sometime, that's all. I resonate with the Gates of Axon/Paul a lot and the Solomon demons schizoshits, so maybe I still lurk here in case a thread can tell me something about myself that I don't know. A thread I made some while ago. Read if you have nothing better to do. I was very schizo in that thread though and went all out with dot connectings, 33,503,679. It was so obvious, Desu. Every punishment I have received resembles a sin I have committed. And I shit you not, the spirits still do my bidding in time of dire situations. E.g. examination round. Had to randomly pick between many pieces of papers for the test. Me still depressed and fucked both body and mind. Studied like 2 hours for this. Pick the paper time. Suddenly have huge, weird attraction to this particularly piece of paper. The guy before me about to pick it though. A literally gust of wind blow by and blow it away from his hand. He shrugged and picked another. I picked it. It was the easiest fucking test of the whole exam round. I passed a test that many spent months studying for with only 2 hours of study. MFW, if I had failed this test, the consequences both academically and reputationally would be dire and I could actually suicide over it. The whole thing sounds too crazy, I know, which is why I can only share it here. Pleiadian starseed on 9th incarnation, me. Take on the oath of Zan, no alcohol, no women, only a life of spreading enlightenment to our sentient brothers and sisters. Spend 34 years walking the true path. Realize these monkeys are hopeless. Ask to leave but unable to due to my mission being unfulfilled. Unable to kill myself or die since we are gifted with quantum immortality. No interest in breeding or abiding in substances. Fall into deep depression and browse this place to pass the time. Anons think we're Japanese cartoon characters. This is a short one. Not as scary as it is weird, but I feel slightly uneasy whenever I remember it. Me, like 6 or 7 years old. Have framed posters on my walls, typical young boy stuff like SpongeBob, race cars, etc. Pic related is the exact design of the SpongeBob one. Almost every night when I go to bed, when I look at the posters too long they start to melt. Yes, I said melt. The images on the posters would distort and melt like they were burning candle wax or some kind of runny slime. I also remember the room feeling angry, like when you're around someone and you know they're in a bad mood. I feel uncomfortable, knowing this isn't normal, so I hide under my blankets and call out for my mom. Don't really remember what I said to her, all I remember is her trying to comfort me and tucking me back in. After 3 days or so of this, my parents just take down the posters and hide them in a closet, never to be seen again. The weird thing is, I remember there being weird stains on the floor next to the wall where the posters were hung, and there were very faint colors that corresponded to the posters. I've had a few minor spooky things since then, but never anything as crazy as this. We moved out of that house a long time ago, but my grandma still lives next to it. It wasn't even a scary house by any means, just normal all around, which makes it all that stranger to me.